Panic Prepper 1 here. I was just training with my Tactical Assessment Readiness Development Team while I was sharpening my skills by rappelling down a 100-foot fireman's tower with a helicopter on the top. I sustained some first-degree nylon friction burns. So I have to deploy my big-ass nasty dermal abrasion infection diminishers. This is the worst info I've ever received. It's actually happening. In this correspondence, there is highly sensitive operational details of a certain government agency's plans to force their way onto my sovereign plot of land and illegally seize my natural resources. This is a Tier 37 security breach. When it goes down, you might not hear from me for a while, but I have contingencies in place. This will not affect any major objectives. We cannot allow any government agency to interfere with the stated undisclosed objectives. Don't be alarmed. I saw my reflection in the lens of the camera. Thought I was under siege. I'm getting some mission critical intel from an undisclosed source that calls himself Fag 7 Deuce. He's a great asset to surviving when it all goes down. If I have to retreat into the mountains, I definitely want him on my team. He can do things with timber you could never dream of. He does use blue buckets though. Avoid color blue at all costs. That's all I can say about this right now. We will go further on that topic at a later point in time in history. I want to talk to you about cubicle intrabladder fermented fruit in liquid form. When the shit goes down, this box is going to be invaluable. You won't be able to put a cost on this. You can stack these instead of sandbags. I've personally seen these stop a 700 Nitro Magnum with a single box. No problem. You can use them as steps. The internal liquid bladder has excellent weight displacement. If you ingest the fermented fruit liquid, it's a morale booster, and you'll find that you do things that you would never be able to do otherwise, because it gives you the balls to do it. Once you've ingested the liquid, these are still extremely useful. You can disassemble the cube to store dihydrogen monoxide, or you can cut a hole in it and use it as an improvised gas mask. I like to call it my farts system, fresh air, respiratory tank system. If you've been without shelter for a while, you can use it to diffuse the sun. If blood loss is a concern, you can perform weekly bloodletting and store it in the bladders. You can buy a case of them and outfit an entire crew with pillows. Once the fermented liquid has been ingested, you can fill the bladder with O2 and continue using it as a pillow. As I've just demonstrated, you can inflate these and use them as a pillow when you need to sleep, but that's for the weak. I don't afford myself the luxury of sleep. I'll sleep when they've killed me. If you're worried about infiltration, you can fill them with O2 and bury them around your perimeter. When they step on them, it'll make a large blasting sound and possibly give them a terrible twisted ankle or even a compound fracture. There's a plethora more uses I can't get into in this transmission, but you know what I'm talking about. Panic Prepper 1, out.